Hey, welcome to the Escape Pod. I'm Sal, and I'm joined by my two brosips in crime. That's an awful intro, but go on.
Josiah.
And Nathan.
So let's just jump into the bullshit. Lately, I've been looking at a lot of stuff online, and because I read a lot of articles and I see a lot of things that go my way, and I've been noticing a weird trend. I guess it kind of started when I started hearing about an X-Files revival and a Heroes revival, and I was like, huh, they're bringing back TV shows. That's interesting. And well, I haven't seen any of the X-Files revival, but I've seen a little bit of Heroes, and it's same old Heroes. But then all of a sudden, I started hearing about more old TV shows being revived, and I have a list. Now, this might not be fully complete. I will admit, this was made hastily, like a month ago, so it could be out of date, but that's fine. And actually, some of these were rumors when I wrote them, but are now confirmed. And I'll mention the one when I get to it. But here are 15 shows that are coming back.
Oh no.
24 Legacy. Now this is also coming back and have come back recently.
Yeah, 24. But that 24 had several kind of made for TV stuff, right?
24 had, from my memory, 8 actual seasons.
Right.
A TV film during the writer's strike so that they wouldn't have to cut down their episodes.
Oh, that's clever. Okay.
Yeah, it actually led up to the next season. It was really a fucking good movie.
Good.
And then I think so. The show ended at season 8, and then there was a miniseries that was 12 episodes.
Yeah, I watched
that was released a few years later, and then it stopped. And I think it's been 4 years.
Okay, so enough where it's pretty much over and done with.
Oh yeah, it was over. Then they kind of because the thing about 24 is that most of its seasons have fucking fantastic endings. Like, if anything, 24 knows how to end. Like, it's really good at that. But it's also in a way where you could see it coming back, and it's nice.
Yeah.
Because like the way season 8 ends, you're like, oh wow, that's nice. And then I heard like when I heard of Die Another Day, which I think is what
No, it wasn't. No, see, it was like Live Another Day, and then on Tumblr I made the joke that it was a ripoff of Die Another Day, which was the last Pierce Brosnan James Bond movie.
That was probably why. So
yeah.
I actually haven't finished it because I have, it's a weird fanboy reason, is because it's because I want there to still be more adventures with Jack.
And so you don't want it to end.
Yeah, it's why when I watched Doctor Who, I skipped Waters of Mars.
But that's my favorite episode.
What?
No, I eventually
You're weird.
No, well, also because when I watched it, Netflix didn't have it like in their thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, that was lame.
So I just sort of considered, oh, that's an adventure I'll see one day, and I'll have it. And I eventually did and loved it, but for like a year or two, I sort of just had it as my undone adventure. But
we'll
now,
get to that someday.
24 Legacy is because people consider the miniseries a whole new season, so Legacy will be the 10th season, and it's a whole new main character.
What?
Yeah, it's not Jack Bauer.
Is he in it?
I don't think so.
Kiefer's moving on.
It's fine, because if anyone doesn't know, 24 always has a revolving cast.
That's true.
Kiefer is the only person to be in every single season. Heroes Reborn, which is technically like season 5.
Which was really good. I can confirm, having watched all of it.
I need to see the last 3 episodes, but when I was watching it, I agree with you, Sal. It was literally like, wow, the show never left. This is season 5.
Really, it feels like it never, which is all I ask, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's missing a lot of the main characters, but the way they do it, it's mostly justified. Like for at least Claire, they try to give a conclusion without delving into exposition, I think.
Yeah. Then there's also a Prison Break revival.
What? Okay.
Never seen that either.
Wait, but Wentworth Miller and Dominic Purcell are on The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow. Can they? Oh wait, I don't know the ending, so don't spoil it. I don't know if they live or not.
I haven't
They
seen.
die. I don't know.
Can they be in this new season? That's all I want to know.
Then the X-Files revival, which just started for us. Then there's Twin Peaks, which is coming back. We have Fuller House.
Oh my god.
Coming to Netflix near you.
Can I just expand on Full House for just a second?
Oh, please.
please.
Because
So
I've
when I was
actually,
a young
because I've actually never seen it.
Okay. It is spoiler alert, it is garbage.
Oh wow, really?
When I was a young homeschooled child who was home at all hours of the day, I watched more Full House than probably any human being because it was just on all the time. Like I'm pretty sure a typical day on ABC Family had approximately 4 hours of Full House just back to back. And I watched it and I hate myself for that.
I know you do.
The show went on for 8 seasons and ended on this like big sappy. I think it might have even ended on like a kind of cliffhanger, and then it died, and I was glad. And it's like, I just hope Bob Saget plays like Bob Saget and like not at all his character from Full House. Like I want him to be so cool and like cussing up the wall, but I know he's just going to play his stupid Full House character who's awful.
I'm worried about you people getting all messed up because there's crazy shit out there, and I know it because I've seen it on the web.
Do you think they can get the Olsen twins? I think they can.
I don't think they did.
I don't think they did.
What a shame.
I don't know why they. I mean,
I
are
have
they
no
doing
idea.
anything?
Yeah.
Really?
The only thing
Is that a question?
The only thing I know of the Olsens is the sister who's now doing things from like Godzilla and Avengers.
Right. Elizabeth Olsen.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Is she related?
Successful. Yeah,
she's a younger sister.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good for her.
She did not inherit the various negatives of the being an Olsen.
Now that you say it, pitching her face, I now get it, but just never.
Doesn't it shadow your world?
Yeah.
Good, I brought it up.
So there's Arrested Development, which ended, came back for season 4, ended again because everyone hated it, and now it's coming back for season 5.
So I'm just gonna make a guess that everyone's still gonna hate it.
I thought Arrested Development was like really good and everyone loved it.
Yeah, Nathan. The first 4 seasons, but when it came back, because it came back like 8 years later or something on Netflix, and everyone was like, "What is this garbage?"
Yeah.
Oh, and it was terrible.
Yeah. My friend Aaron's a huge fan of Arrested Development. He's like, "The new season, it's not good."
Oh.
And I was like, "I trust you."
I have to ask about Arrested Development.
Yeah.
We know that the plan is for new episodes in 2016. Is that still on track?
Well, I don't know where that got started, but there is no plan. I have no start date.
So then, of course, there's Star Trek.
Yeah.
Which I don't really count because
it's a new show.
That constantly gets new random series.
But it's been like, I think
it is a revival, but
yeah,
it is a revival,
and it's been a long time.
The revival.
No, but I'm talking about television. This is all television based.
Well, I would agree with that, except that with Star Trek, that transition from screen and TV is much more fluid than like any other series.
That's very true.
So I will argue against Star Trek being a random revival that makes no sense.
I'm not saying random revival that makes no sense. I'm just talking about revivals.
I kind of agree with Nathan. If it is a new well, okay, it is a revival. It's not technically like bringing an old show back because I mean Enterprise did get canceled, but since it's a new crew, it's a new start. It's kind of I don't think it's just gonna be called Star Trek. It's gonna have some kind of subtitle and it's gonna be a new show. You know?
I'm just talking about old shows are now being brought back is the key thing.
Yeah.
And there's also Gilmore Girls.
It is technically
which we're all big fans of. There's the Muppets.
No. Yay!
There's the Odd Couple.
Some of the movies.
I haven't seen the show. I've seen the movie.
Of the Odd
I haven't
Couple.
seen any of it.
Nathan, the guy who wrote the Odd Couple, wrote Noises Off, I believe.
Oh, so it's funny.
Yeah.
Yes, at least the movie is. I haven't seen the show.
Oh,
but
okay.
This new show has Matthew Perry.
What? Okay. All right.
I don't. Who's that? I'm gonna look that up.
Who's Matthew Perry?
Is that the dude from Friends?
There you go.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Well, I hated Friends, but out of all of them, he was the least obnoxious. So
Well, there you go.
That's
fine with that.
very true.
So yeah, they're still in talks for Xena, Warrior Princess.
Let me put it this way.
Yeah.
I actually would watch this because like I probably need to commit to going through Xena, the old show. Yeah. Because obviously it's I've never seen it. I only kind of know of it, so I'm guessing I'm not a fan of it. I'd have to like watch it to get the appeal. But I like the concept. I'd be fine
Yeah.
with watching this.
There's also Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
What? Is it
Tell me
just?
it's not. Tell me it's not starring Jaden Smith.
It's just Carlton. It's Jaden Smith.
So
Is
it's
James Avery dead?
well, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Will Smith.
Is it going to be inverse where it's Carlton living in the hood?
Can you
And
finally
it's like him
talk?
having to deal with that? I'm sorry.
No, you're just an asshole. It's fine. So Will Smith is actually the producer.
Oh.
So MacGyver.
Oh.
I never watched MacGyver.
Yeah,
so-
neither did I. No, but when I wrote this down, it was just a rumor.
Right.
But now it's like,
Yeah.
hey, we're actually doing MacGyver, woohoo! And the A-Team.
But is it the cast of the movie? I'm just joking.
They don't have that kind of money.
They don't have the money for Liam Neeson.
Yeah. Well, they don't have the money for most of them, except for the guy who played Mr. T, who I don't know.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah, he played Mr. T. His character. Yeah. The character was basically Mr. T.
Yeah, of course.
Is it called something else? Does he have another name?
He played
BA.
Clever Lang.
He's named BA. He's badass.
Oh, that's right. That's
His
right.
name's
yeah.
B.A.?
I think so.
That's not how you say Mr. T.
Fool.
Neither of those letters are T.
Yeah,
No.
what are you talking about?
Everyone just called him Mr. T.
Yeah, that's his character.
That's and he was in.
That is the epitome of owning a role. That is perfectly done. Anyway, so surprise reboot that you guys actually know about, but you did not include in the list. Voltron.
I told you the list is a week old, you fuck.
Yeah, well, you fucked up and didn't include what we talked about during this week that you didn't update the. Shut up. Yeah, Voltron, I'm looking it up right now. It originally had the Lion Force Voltron, which came out in 85. Then you get Vehicle Force Voltron, which also came out in 85. Ah, fuck, this is a weird timeline. Then there was a miniseries in 2011 that I can't find anything about. And now there is a Netflix series coming out this year by DreamWorks.
And Guillermo del Toro.
Thank you very much for always doing good things.
Hey, Guillermo, you are working, man. Yeah, so basically the point is, so for a while, TVs have been getting reboots. I mean, movies have been getting reboots for years, right? There's always a reboot of a movie. And yeah, there's always been TV show reboots, like every so often. But TV never really had a lot of reboots. Like there wasn't always another TV reboot. Until recently. Like, all this stuff has been happening in the past year or two. Like, could we count The Flash?
Technically.
Yeah.
Technically, it is a reboot of the 90s series, which I've seen about 2 episodes of, and it's not bad, honestly.
Yes.
I've heard that.
So, like, then now I guess the new trend is television reboots. Because that's what it's
Which
seeming
I-
like.
Which I can kind of get, because I think what the deal is, I feel like TV shows in general are just not very popular, because I think less and less people are getting cable because there's the internet and Netflix and other means of watching things. So what's the point? So I think new TV shows are at a huge disadvantage. So I can see what the motivation is. They a lot of these are, these are shows that a shit ton of people watched. So let's bring them back. Maybe this will save cable TV. And of course it won't. And they'll figure that out eventually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's funny you say that because some of these are coming out on Netflix, like originally.
Yeah, that's what I was pointing. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's a difference between. I think TV shows are really popular. It's just that it's not like people are lining up to get cable.
Yeah.
I think there's a slight difference there where
I think
there's definitely popular TV shows like Game of Thrones, Walking Dead. Those are more popular than.
I was about to say, like, TV has gotten more popular, I think, than ever before because we have such
more popular than movies.
Yeah, because we have shows that are like coming out lately that are so fucking like incredible. Like TV used to always be this like weird space. Like they didn't have a lot of budget. It's not always the best writers went to TV. But now we have shit like Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, shit that's just like blowing people out of the water left and right. And these people are then going on and doing big movies, like, to tie it all back together with our channel, like Rian Johnson, Breaking Bad, now doing Star Wars Episode 8.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. Like people are now also the Russo brothers that are doing Captain America. They're from TV originally.
Yeah.
TV is just getting more respectable and more like film, and now they're being treated more like film because now there's a bunch of remakes and reboots, and like I kind of like how pretty much most of these shows, I'd say about half, are like the original cast coming back together. Like not 24, but Heroes Reborn is a lot of the main cast coming back. I think Prison Break is as well. X-Files is, Twin Peaks is, Fuller House, Arrested Development, Gilmore Girls. Then that's kind of it, I think, after that point. Because a big thing about reboots that are really weird to me or that I don't like, is when it's all new people and they fuck it up.
Like with Wrath of Khan. I mean Into Darkness.
Oh,
Shit, son. But people do like how, because the big thing about TV is shit gets canceled.
Yeah.
yeah, NBC.
So people
Fucking
like seeing their old friends come back.
Yeah.
So that's also a good marketing standpoint. Like, oh, people miss whatever show, let's bring it back.
Yeah.
I think the most bizarre instance of that is with the CW acquiring Constantine.
Yeah.
Which expanding on that, Constantine is a really cool DC character who got a TV show on NBC.
Wasn't it just one season?
Thing,
Yep.
yes, one season, and then it got canceled. And then the character, played by the same actor with the same wardrobe with the same music cues, popped up in an episode of Arrow. And then shortly after that, since everyone loved that episode because everyone loved Constantine because it was a show that NBC canceled, which means it was good. But since we got that feedback, they basically went, okay, Constantine is going to be one of the main casts in the next season of Legends of Tomorrow. So that's like a weird, like semi-reboot, semi-continuate. Like it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen on TV.
And another weird thing is they took another network show and made it canon to their universe. It was really weird.
Yeah,
like it was so cool to see Stephen Amell campaigning for Constantine.
And this season, you do get to interact with Mr. Terrific.
Yep,
Hawkman.
that's right. And John Constantine. I've been filming scenes all week with Matt Ryan. He is such a treat.
Yeah.
And a trip.
That was pretty sweet. And then they did the same thing with Supergirl, because now that has crossed over with the CW Arrowverse series.
I wish I could say my opinion, because I've only seen
Supergirl.
I remember when Supergirl was announced, and there was a 5 to 10 minute TV spot about it, where it was showing I think the opening to it. And okay, here's the thing. I'm basically a feminist, and I love strong female characters, and I love characters of minority being represented in a good way, and I fucking dig that. But there's good ways to do that and bad ways to do that. And from the little I've seen of Supergirl, it seems like they had good intentions of making it a superhero for girls to get into that sort of genre. But the thing is there's like two ways to write it. You either write it the way they did it, or you write it like Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I understand and I like. Well, no, back up. When I'm watching this teaser, I'm not offended that they're trying to make a female superhero. That doesn't offend me in any. That doesn't offend me in any possible way. That's not what I was rejecting. That they're making a Supergirl series. It's that I watched that teaser and I was like, this looks so bad.
It's because it looks it's all yay,
it's so
girl
quirky.
power.
It's so quirky.
And then Jessica Jones is like, you're a person. Respect yourself. Be yourself.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is you either like the Jessica Jones is a superhero, in quotes, show that stars a woman. Mm-hmm. Supergirl is a female superhero show. Like that's it's all about the gender tone that let's make this as chick flicky as possible, as opposed to
and it's not how
let's
you
tell
do
the
it
story
because
about a woman.
Women are a huge demographic in comic books and stuff, and most of the people I see talk about, especially the cinematic universe for both Marvel and DC, it's women. It's mostly women.
To be fair, you're on Tumblr when
it's also Facebook as well.
Oh, I know, but I'm just making points.
yeah, Tumblr, but yeah, it's mostly women, and it's like that's a large part of your demographic. You don't have to pander. I think you know.
Which network is that again? Is that ABC?
That's CBS.
Oh.
Yeah.
Star Trek. What's wrong with it? No, I think here's my thing is that you can take. I haven't seen the show. I'm going to put my neck out and say this right now. Maybe I'll be wrong with Supergirl. I doubt it, but I'm going to put this out right now. When I go back and watch shows like Teen Titans, when I go back and watch shows animated, this is the big thing is animated series. Teen Titans, Justice League, even some stuff in Batman the Animated Series with Batgirl and Barbara Gordon. That shit is what I think a girl growing up would want to see. where it's mature. It like any arc that Starfire or Raven have in Teen Titans, I'm betting you like it's 5 billion times better than anything on Supergirl. Because the thing about Teen Titans and those shows is they're not trying to appeal to people specifically. They're not trying to pander. They're trying to tell good stories with great characters, and it allows you to relate to them, not because of who or what they are, but because of what these characters are. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But it's why I don't like a lot of things that try to be like, oh, look, we have a blank and blank character. And it's like, you're going about the wrong, because you should just say, oh, look, we have a person. Look at them be a people. Not, oh, look, we're making a film about a lesbian girl. And it's like, okay.
I went and saw Macbeth in Oregon at the Shakespeare Festival, and he was played by a black guy. And it wasn't saying, hey, Macbeth, played by a black man. It was, he's Macbeth. And I saw Julius Caesar with a woman. It wasn't like, oh, Julius Caesar featuring a female lead. It was, he's just Julius Caesar. It's the character, you know?
Exactly. It's where a lot of people go wrong. I'm looking at you, Tumblr. We're all looking at you.
To go back to TV reboots, I also think it was interesting. I was gonna put it in there originally, but we kind of jumped around.
Kinda.
Not only is movies becoming more like TV, but TV also wants to have the movies, because we're getting, like, we got Fargo, From Dusk Till Dawn. There's a fucking Rush Hour series. Like, there's a Taken. Taken is getting a TV series. Like,
Transporter is like in season 2, and I've heard it's good actually.
Friday the 13th.
Oh, Freddy's Nightmares. That doesn't count.
Good lord.
Back to the Future.
That's just Rick and Morty.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that is true. What am I thinking?
But yeah, so I think like there's definitely some cross pollination going on, but I don't know. Like, how do you make Taken into a series? I think his daughter should just get kidnapped every episode.
Yeah, literally.